Sheep Brain Dissection Guide by
Ariane,
Odessa,
Rihanna,
and Roberta. Welcome 7th graders to the world of dissection. Now in this video today you get an easy and simple overview of what to expect when dissecting a sheep brain. To start off, make sure your table has all the correct materials and is appropriately dressed before the dissection. As you can see from the slide, there are two brains. The one on the left is a human brain and the one on the right is a sheep brain.
They share many characteristics but also some physical differences. Throughout this video, you will learn how to identify many different parts of the sheep brain, which will help you be successful in your dissection. Good luck.
Okay, now to start off, you will need to identify the frontal lobe and brainstem. Of course, this should be simple and possibly the easiest thing you will identify throughout the whole dissection. The frontal lobe should be located in the front, as the brainstem would be located in the back of the sheep brain. Look at the slide to get a general idea if you are still kind of confused. The next things you will need to identify are the cerebrum, sulci, and gyri. Now I know these names may sound weird and hard to pronounce, but trust me, you'll get the hang of it. The cerebrum is located on the left-sided hemisphere. Next, the sulci would be the bumps all over the brain, and finally the gyri are the lines located all over the brain also. Reference the slide picture if you have any trouble identifying the following. Next, the medial longitudinal fissure is a straight middle line leading all the way down the brain. It splits the brain equally into two even parts. If you have any trouble locating this, reference the picture on the slide. Now I'd like you to locate the main and common four lobes. The frontal lobe is of course located in the front, while the parietal lobe is located in the center of the brain. Next, the occipital lobe would be located in the back of the brain, while the temporal lobe is anterior to the occipital lobe. Once again, if you have any trouble at all, reference the picture below to get some guidance. So I know you guys are probably tired of me, but this is my last slide before I pass it off to my partner Odessa. Now in this section, you will need to identify the cerebellum. The cerebellum would be located in the occipital lobe. Finally, if you have any trouble finding or locating the cerebellum, reference the picture below for some guidance.
On the brainstem, there are four main parts listing from the front of the brain to the back. You have the medullum, the pons, the brainstem, and the spinal cord. If you're in need of any help locating this, please refer to the image on the slide. As you may observe, the olfactory bulb is the small, roundish part on the underside of the frontal lobe in your sheep brain. The olfactory bulb helps register your sense of smell. Although you may not be able to see much of it, the optic chiasma is an egg-shaped structure formed in the brain when the two optic nerves connecting your eyes overlap each other.
Next, we have the arbor vitae. The arbor vitae is the white lines in the cerebellum that resemble tree stems. The midbrain is located between the pons and the optic chiasma. The gray matter is the darker shades of the brain, whilst the white matter is the lighter shades. The hippocampus is located next to the amygdala, and this is the part of the brain that resembles a C-shape. If you have any trouble, reference the picture.
As you can see, the right and left hemispheres are parallel to each other, and once cut along the sagittal plane, also known as the middle, the two sides should be symmetrical to each other. The lateral ventricle is located anterior to the hypothalamus. If you need help locating the ventricle, please reference the picture on the slide. The hypothalamus is located below the thalamus, also is part of the limbic system. The pineal body is located along the back of the brain, also known as posterior, and above the brainstem.
We hope you have a good dissection.